What makes NeuroGraphic art different? NeuroArt, which is, when I say NeuroArt, is based on NeuroGraphic art. It has elements, distinct elements, like the NeuroGraphic line, rounding, as well as some elements of NeuroGraphica, like a formula that we're going. And as I now, many artworks appear online, and they're all labeled NeuroGraphic art. And I have questions, what is NeuroGraphic art? I would like to explain that visual characteristic is a line, the NeuroGraphic line, which doesn't repeat itself, and we extend where we do not expect to see it. It has a direction, but it's not a straight line. Also, this line, the element is a rounding when we see the line. So if we draw a straight line, like I draw right now, we can always add additional line, that's a NeuroGraphic line on top of it, and convert any line into the NeuroGraphic line. It's a rounding, which is a curving and filled in. So there are no sharp corners. It has a meaning and has an explanation, which probably if anybody is interested, you can watch my other videos where I explain in more details about the line and the rounding. What's also important to know is that all the elements in NeuroGraphic art, so we have one is the line, two is the rounding, as also connection of all the elements. It could be circles, it could be other figures, it could be flowers, hearts, spirals, or any other elements. But the line is also used for connecting all the elements. There is no separate elements in the NeuroGraphic art or NeuroArt. Again, the line represents the consciousness, connection. So as you know, the explanation that everything is connected. Yes, it is connected, and we use this line to connect all the elements in our drawings. There may be thinner, thicker lines. There are also variation, wider, and why we create wider lines. And of course, the concept. All the NeuroGraphic art is then using a theme, which is we use to address an issue or meet a challenge or answer a question to gain insight. So there's also we call it a theme, which is a topic of our drawing. It's not just art for art's sake, it could be, but typically classical NeuroGraphic art and also NeuroArt is done with a theme, with the idea behind a drawing. And in this way, NeuroArt is conceptual art, where the symbol in it, as well as the artist, is more even important than the drawing itself, so that the meaning behind it is much more important. And of course, you can select visual elements like figurative art, like humans, hearts, flowers, animals, that also accepted in NeuroArt, in the specific, less in NeuroGraphic art, because we're dealing more with abstract figures, but it's also accepted. If it relates to your drawing or to, so for example, if you're drawing something to do with a heart or relationships, emotional, heart is a good symbol to include. I don't know, it's just an example. Or if you're thinking about transformation and freedom, you may see the elements of butterflies with metamorphosis of a butterfly, of a caterpillar transformed into a butterfly. So that's typically elements and objects are connected to the drawing itself. Well, it could be much more complicated drawing, but that's something else. So that's the most apparent differences between that exists in NeuroGraphic Art, and also the formula, if probably you know the basic algorithm, is the formula that used to create neurographic drawing. And it's also present in NeuroGraphic Art and includes 7 steps from selecting a theme, basic algorithm, and it's also formula.